When he was done with day 2, he said, the evening and the morning were the second day, and that was it. Now, this is accomplishable. This is possible when you and I only spend our time on that which is really important. For some reason, God gave 24 hours for everybody. When Jesus was on this earth, that's all he had. Name the brightest people you know in history. Einstein. How many hours did he have in a day? 36? 24. Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci, that great inventor, 24. Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, 24. Then the question is not, do I have enough time, which we love to say. The question is, am I using my time wisely? My brothers and sisters, what am I saying? Principle 3. Do what needs to be done when it should be done. Listen to Jesus. In John chapter 2, verse 4, the mother came to him in verse 3 and said, they have no wine. Remember the feast where he turned water into wine? Verse 4, Jesus saith unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is what? Not yet come. Listen to Jesus in John 17. These words spake Jesus and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come. What do you get from that? In John 2 verse 4, mine hour is not yet come. In John 17:1, the hour is come. What is Jesus saying? Jesus did things when the time for those things had come. When it wasn't the time, he didn't. That's the way we should live. Mine hour, and I've told you that, I believe, last week. Do what needs to be done when it should be done. If we follow that practice, we cannot be poisoned by procrastination. How many students, I told you before, I counseled in the medical school, 15 years at University of Michigan, most of it in the medical school. I can't tell you how many students I've seen crying, undergraduate, graduate. I counseled PhD students, postgraduate students, medical interns in the hospital, everybody. Because they found themselves in what we call a hole. You're on Thursday, and you find yourself having to do Monday's work, Tuesday's work, Wednesday's work, and Thursday's work on Thursday. And you're crying. That's called procrastination. Now, if we work like God, whatever has to be done on Monday should be done when? On Monday. Tuesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, come on, talk to me, Friday, Saturday, no rest on Saturday. What's wrong with you? No work on Saturday, rest. Are you with me? What's the principle? Do things when they're supposed to be done. If you have an assignment that's due on Monday morning, what should you be doing tonight? Watching Generations? Do you still have that show in South Africa? Is that how you spend your time? Or watching Arsenal against Manchester United? No, you take care of that assignment. Go to Luke chapter 12. Let me show you something very interesting. Luke 12, reading verse 13 and 14. Verses 13 and 14 of Luke 12. Our subject is how to succeed without being a genius. My little friend sitting on the ground. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Looks like 6 and 7, listening to God's word. You have Luke 12, 13 and 14. And one of the company said unto him, what? What did he say to Jesus? Luke 12, 13. Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me. Now, clearly, there was a dispute between brothers over what the father might have left. Perhaps the older boy was taking everything, and this is the younger boy speaking to Jesus. Speak to my brother that he give me my fair share. Jesus said unto him in verse 14, read it nice and loud. Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? Now that sounds cold and cruel. But you see, Jesus knew why he was on this earth. He did not come to settle disputes over inheritance. Now there are people who will try to get you involved in activities where you don't belong. You're not following.